I'm late.
No, you got here right on time.
No, I'm late.
It's The Late Show.
Sorry, I'm late.
You're too late!
The wizard is never late.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm gonna see the show.
But not to come late. You are late.
You're late, man. Always late, huh?
The hour grows late.
You're late. I'm not paying for those.
But is he already too late to save his friends?
You're too late.
And I'm like, dude.
You're not going from Mary Poppins to a savage killer.
I would say yes, it lives up to the hype. What little hype I had for it was pretty damn good. You know, have them over hard. But
Do you like it when it's hard?
yeah,
You like the egg when it's hard? You
yeah,
nasty.
I do actually.
Ew, really?
Yeah,
You actually cook the egg all the way through?
yeah,
The yolk?
yeah.
What's the point of making it sunny side up then?
I mean, no, if I do sunny side up, it's sunny side up.
So it's running.
But I just use sunny side up generically for fried eggs. So,
You should be ashamed of yourself,
but
John.
anyways, here's this is probably the best one. That's Nice Guy Eddie from Reservoir Dogs.
Oh, yeah, it's Mike Penn. Okay.
Yeah, through the whole fucking thing. I'm like, he looks just like him.
Yeah, he does kind of look like him. I keep thinking Seth Rogen in this movie looks like my Uncle Jimmy.
Nice.
You don't know him,
so,
but
no,
believe me.
he looks like that.
Yes.
Every one of them is so fucking young in this movie.
Yeah. I mean, Bill Hader looks old in this movie.
No, Bill Hader looks young to me in this movie, and it's probably because of the hair.
Yeah, the bangs.
Yeah.
See, I just think he looks like such an old dude in this movie. He doesn't seem young at all to me.
See, to me, everybody looks very young. And Christopher Mintz-Plasse looks like he's fucking 12.
He is the youngest in this movie.
Yeah.
Fun fact, his mom had to be on set for the sex scene with the one chick. Because I think he was 17.
Yeah, from what I was reading, he was 17 during filming. And Michael Cera was 18.
Jonah
And
Hill
Joe
was like 26.
23.
23? Okay.
Yep. So they were all
Yeah, that makes
actually
sense.
relatively close to being seniors in high school. I mean, two of them basically were. And then Jonah Hill.
Was a senior in college.
Yes. But still.
Seth Rogen's only 3 years older than that, so he was like
26.
29. Oh, yeah, 26. What? He's 26 in this movie? That seems fucking crazy.
I know. He's younger than I am now in this movie.
I have to double check that. Hold on. That
Yeah,
seems so
well, no, just
insane.
just go to Seth Rogen, scroll down.
I could just type in Seth Rogen. Now I got to go to a different page and then hit back.
Oh my
82?
god. He was born in 82. This came out in
He was 24 then.
2007.
He's my age in this movie.
It said he was fucking. This movie came out in 07.
Yeah. But
So
when
he'd
he
be older
did
than-
the movie.
Well, because I did the math.
Oh,
and
25. Well, yeah, 24.
Then fucking, how old was Jonah Hill then when this came out? If he's
Well,
actually 3 years younger?
I thought he was born in 83. Hold on.
It's Superbad. We're doing Superbad.
Yeah, so Jonah Hill's only 1 year younger than Seth Rogen. He was born in 83. So
Shit.
Jonah Hill was 23. Seth Rogen was 24 in this movie.
Yeah, they were 24, 25 for Seth Rogen, 23, 24 for Jonah Hill.
God, that actually just gave me goosebumps that Seth Rogen was my age when he did this
When
movie.
he made fucking Superbad. Look at us go.
God, that really bothers me. I don't like that at all. Hold on. Okay.
No, you know how I make myself feel better about that, considering, like, you know, we both kind of want to get into this industry.
What?
Tarantino was 29 when he did Reservoir Dogs, so we've still got some time. And I think I read somewhere Ava DuVernay wasn't until her 30s that she started directing. So
Who? Ava DuVernay?
yeah, she did.
I forgot he was in Donnie Darko.
She did most recently, like she did Wrinkle in Time was a big movie, but then she did the When They See Us on Netflix about the Central Park 5.
Fuck, he was 22 and the 40-year-old virgin. That's insane.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess I'm ready to go with this podcast now. Now I'm slightly depressed.
Yep. Like I said, they were all fucking young in this movie.
Whew, that is mind-boggling.
So,
This is late to the show with John and Jake. We're doing the movie Superbad, 2007. John, how old were you when this movie came out?
I would have been 15. When this movie came out. I was a freshman in high school.
I was 12.
Yep. I was a freshman in high school, and I didn't watch it till last night. The first time ever.
Yeah, I just told you I think this was my 17th or 18th time watching it now, probably.
Yeah.
I've seen this movie a million times. I will say this. If you're going to watch this movie at all, you really need to just watch the unedited version. Like, they play it on TV all the time. But
there's no reason to watch this movie edited.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to watch it on TV, it's like you're going to get the movie, but it's going to be so watered down and so shitty. It's not going to be nearly as funny because this is also one of the movies where they actually record different scenes to replace all the hardcore swearing scenes. Mm-hmm. So they'll switch the scenes out, and it just doesn't feel like the same movie at all.
That's weird.
Yeah. I wonder why they did that. I mean, I guess they knew that this was going to be a movie that gets a lot of television play or cable play, so
Probably.
they just thought to
Or
record
for
extra
airlines.
scenes. Oh, yeah.
Shit like that. It's why I like in like Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead when they have like they just play it again, but they have like replacement swear words, like they use funk instead of fuck. They use peas and rice for Jesus Christ.
Right. Or casserole instead of asshole in Pineapple Express.
Yeah, things like that. Fucking Hot Fuzz has like a whole audio you can't play the whole movie with it, like at least not on the DVD, but like they have like scenes where they have all the replacement swears. It's actually kind of funny that way too.
It'd be funny if you like clicked on the subtitles and the subtitles had like the non-swear words written in it.
Yeah. Imagine The Good Place, but not the entire joke.
Ah, yes. Speaking of the entire joke, though, like I said, I mean, if you're going to watch this movie at all, you really just got to watch it uncut. We just watched it on Hulu because Netflix is an asshole.
You need to stop saying stuff's on Netflix. They hear you and take it off. Yeah, Mortal Kombat's on Netflix. Oh, there it went.
Yeah, The Prestige, that was on Netflix. Oh, fuck me. Oh, it's Superbad. That's always on Netflix. Go fuck yourself.
Here's what you need to do. You need to, at like the end of the month, because I do this too, I always like to see what's coming to Netflix, and usually
I'm
those
not
lists,
bothering with that.
Usually those lists also tell you what's leaving.
No. I'm not doing that. I
You'd
like
rather
the
be
little bit of
surprised day
surprise.
of.
Yeah, I'd rather get the little tweet out of me being upset that I couldn't watch my fucking movie.
Oh, damn it. I should have tweeted back at you from the podcast Twitter instead of my own.
That's okay. You can retweet it with the podcast Twitter.
We'll have the same conversation, but with the podcast Twitter.
And I'll be on roleplay.
Yes.
Um.
We'll support roleplay. Oh, it's too late.
Oh yeah, we got our money though.
Yeah, we did. Actually, I got it today.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah.
Fucking no taxes on that shit either, bro. What happened?
I'm gonna pay my taxes. Yeah, no taxes for you. I'm the one who's got the money.
Yeah, that's right.
Fucking no. Indiegogo held more than 5%. You liar.
Really?
Yeah.
Maybe if like you don't hit your budget, they take more. Well, that's even shittier.
Well, no, but they also said they hold on to some for X amount of time in case of refunds.
That's right.
But still, it's less than what we calculated. But I don't think it's that big of a deal. We can talk about. I should have brought that. I was going to bring that up before we started recording, but fuck it. Here we are. Anyway, Superbad, a movie where everybody was our age or younger when making it.
Our age currently.
Yeah, our age currently.
Except for Bill Hader. He's born in 78.
Yeah,
Him old as fuck. He's the oldest guy in this movie, clocking in at
30-something.
29 when this movie was made.
So only 2 years older than I am now.
Yeah. You like thinking about that, John? The first 10 minutes of this podcast is just us rambling about, God, they were that old? Really?
Well, okay. This is my first time seeing this movie. Mm-hmm. I'm used to, Michael Cera perpetually looks like he's 18.
Yeah.
The only other thing I've ever seen Christopher Mintz-Plasse in was fucking Kick-Ass and Kick-Ass 2. And there he even looked like he was at least into his mid-20s, finally, by that point.
He looks vastly different in, the Neighbors movies, because he actually has his facial hair in those.
Gotcha. Jonah Hill, I mean,
He's been a fucking roller coaster of appearance.
It's crazy to look at Jonah Hill's kind of career projection because, I mean, he went from, like, comedies and always being the funny fat guy to, like, drama stuff where he's still kind of a funny fat guy but also drama to more comedies where he's skinny.
Yeah.
He's all over the place, but he's fucking twice Oscar nominated.
Twice? What was the second one?
Wolf of Wall Street and Moneyball.
Oh, Wolf of Wall Street. I knew Moneyball.
Yep.
Because in This Is the End, he is praying to God and he introduces himself. He says, "Hey, God, it's Jonah Hill from Moneyball." Have you seen that movie?
I have not seen
God damn it, John.
Actually, another one that I want to bring up that we should watch too is Pick a Destiny because I still haven't seen it.
You haven't seen Pick a Destiny?
No, we know that though. We talked about it.
But I forgot.
Yeah, we talked about it while working on roleplay. Anyways.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be a good episode to have Laud on, but he's not going to be here in September. He's
That's
canceled his trip. What a fucking asshole. He'll be in for the
damn it.
winter
If you'd been
podcast.
in for September, we could have had him fucking crew roleplay.
Yeah. Well, he was only going to be here for a couple days.
He'd stay if there was money.
He doesn't get money.
Yeah, we're not paying you a lot.
Well, Superbad.
Superbad, again.
Superbad now.
So you were going to actually put this on your list of perfect movies.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
that
so...
we ended up taking off because, again, just saw it for the first time yesterday.
Right. So for the perfect movies, we thought it best just be movies that we both had seen just because if one of us is emphatically in love with the movie, it's easier to talk about it if both of us have seen the movie and have it for reference. Superbad was on my list, but I took it off because John hadn't seen it. All has changed since last night. John? Yeah, but point being, I think this is a fucking perfect movie. I love this movie. I'm not the only one who loves this movie either.
Yeah.
But I really like this movie. It has infinite playback ability.
Oh, I would absolutely agree with that after just watching it the one time.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Now,
cool.
I'll be honest, I didn't get like, wasn't like laugh out loud hysterical to me.
Any part of it?
I'm not, hold on. It got laughs at a handful of moments. But to me, that doesn't necessarily make a bad comedy. To me, a comedy is especially as long as it's more a lighter tone throughout the whole thing and it's fun and enjoyable. Even if it doesn't, crack me up, I still find it to be a really good movie. And no, there was a few scenes that off the top of my head, I'm blanking on I'm sure they involved Seth Rogen and Bill Hader. But
what about the drunk bum that breaks the bottle of Gold Slick?
No, didn't.
Even when he said, "Hey, it's you, McMuffin."
Nah.
Really?
No.
That part always gets me, the McMuffin. Okay,
but I enjoyed it. I thought it was actually a really, really good movie. I have no excuse as to why I hadn't watched it till now. I just hadn't. So.
Well, I don't even know if it really feels like a movie I would expect you to have seen necessarily. I don't know if it is in your wheelhouse of a movie I think you would love in the first place.
That's
because you're not into American Pie or anything.
No, but what this actually reminded me of was, sorry, I'm grabbing some water.
You slurp into my mic. That's actually your mic.
I was gonna say that's my mic, so I'll slurp into whatever mic I want.
Not my mic.
No, just my mic though. Anyways, and I wish he'd ever written it down, but my dad had what he called his list of movies that every guy needs to see. Mm-hmm. And it was shit Animal House. He actually eventually added Shaun of the Dead to it.
Oh, nice.
I think Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Just those high school party comedy type of deals were a lot of them.
Right.
And I feel like this movie probably would have been right at home on that list.
Yeah.
Not exactly what I expected of it. I'm not sure what I expected, but it wasn't exactly this. I knew it was about them, or I knew part of the story was them needing to get alcohol for a party. Mm-hmm. But beyond that, I wasn't quite sure what to expect from this movie.
So, what did surprise you about the movie then?
I don't know. Like I get the whole thing. Really, again, this wasn't at all what I was expecting. I was probably expecting it to be far raunchier than it was, and more like yeah, there was a lot. You know, there was sex jokes, and there was the fucking whole like where he was drawing dicks scene.
Yeah. That scene, by the way, totally gets completely cut out on television.
You don't say. But yeah, I for one definitely expected more like nudity. Period.
Oh, really?
Just it's an R-rated party movie comedy, so I was expecting something like that.
That's the thing about Seth Rogen movies. I've realized though, they don't like really include a lot of nudity. Like
No.
if it's gonna be vulgar, it's gonna just be the language that's vulgar.
It's a lot of language and a lot of dick jokes. Like,
Yeah.
it's like 90% of it. But I don't know. I think I expected it to be more raunchy in that regard, and as opposed to just them like at the beginning talking about sex. That was actually a joke that I really liked. Was at the beginning when he's talking about the guy. He's like, and he's got like the dreamiest eyes. Have you ever looked at him?
Oh,
it's like
Matt Muir.
It's like the first time I listened to the Beatles.
Yeah. He's talking about all the girls or the guys that Jules has been with.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. But I think just kind of like, yeah, I expected it to be way like raunchier than it was. Again, there was a couple scenes of it, but overall, that wasn't where all of the comedy relied. A lot of it was actually a lot more physical slapstick comedy, especially with fucking Jonah Hill getting hit by fucking every car in the movie.
Yeah.
But
did that surprise? Did you like see that coming when that happened? When he got hit by the cop car?
Partly as the cops, like, as we could tell they were going to intersect, but I didn't quite expect it to be that bad. But
yeah. This is a good movie.
Yeah,
even just talking about it makes me laugh. Which,
yeah.
Oh fuck, I love this movie. It's really like it's kind of ruined me for other movies that are very similar in genre. You know, like okay, so Good Boys is about to come out. It's even fucking made by Seth Rogen.
Yeah.
But like I watched the trailers for it, and the fucking kid with black hair, he's too similar to fucking Seth in this movie. Jonah Hill's character in this movie, like just the way he talks, and he's like, oh, he's the kind of chubbier one who's the aggressor, and then the skinny one's gonna be the Michael Cera kid, and then the black kid is gonna be kind of the Fogel type character.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, especially because it's made by the same fucking guy. It's like too similar, so it's gonna be hard for me to watch. I think it's funny.
Actually, before Molly realized that I hadn't seen Superbad yet, she was saying, "So you're gonna say something about how Superbad or that Good Boys seems like Superbad kind of remade?" And I'm like, "I haven't seen Superbad." She's like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, that's why we're watching this movie."
Yeah, Good Boys almost feels kind of like a prequel.
What if it is?
Fuck, what if it is? But what if they do just an Easter egg where the one kid's like drawing dicks all the time?
They might.
Now I guess I have to fucking see it.
No, actually, what this gave me kind of vibes of too was the show Big Mouth, where how like it's slightly based on Nick Kroll and his friends, whose name I can't remember, like relationships growing up and like all of that, especially considering it's Seth and Evan.
Right, Seth
Rogen
and Evan Goldberg. I almost said Seth Goldberg and.
So, like, part of me was thinking, like, is this supposed to, like, even if a lot of it's embellished, like, is it supposed to be, like, one time in high school when they were supposed to go to a party and everything went wrong and they just based this on that type of a deal?
Seth Rogen actually started writing this movie when he was, like, 13 years old.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, slightly.
So it's been cooking for a while.
Yeah. It 10 years.
12?
Yes, 12 years. By the time they made it, it was 12 years old. It was as old as you were. He started writing this the year you were born. Because you were 12 when this movie came out.
It's hard to think about. It's like trying to piece together The Prestige. It's like, oh fuck, yeah, I guess that is what it is.
This movie, nothing like The Prestige, by the way.
It's not even a little bit.
No.
Okay, I suppose so. So, like, if I had to ask you, I mean, So, have you seen movies like American Pie or anything like that? Have you seen like
seen
Fast
Animal
Times
House.
at Ridgemont High? You've seen Animal House?
I've seen Animal House. I've
That
seen
came out
Revenge
in,
of the
what,
Nerds.
68?
Yeah. I've seen Revenge of the Nerds.
I haven't seen that one, actually.
Yeah, it's okay.
Is this movie better than that?
Yeah. If you put a gun to my head and Superbad or Revenge of the Nerds in front of me and you're like, you have to watch one of these two movies or I'm going to shoot you, I'd pick Superbad.
Just because it's more relatable, or?
It's probably a little more like, it's updated for the time.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these movies follow a pretty similar premise, really, but I mean, it gets made again for like the current generation and like how, and all that. So I think you need to constantly kind of update the formula with something like this. So yeah, I think that helps. It's more for a 12-year-old movie. It's more timely than.
I mean, the only untimely thing about it is flip phones.
Flip phones, yeah.
That apparently only one character has. It's just Evan.
Well, no, Seth and Evan both had a flip phone.
Seth had one?
Yeah, that's what he called him on at the beginning.
Oh, yeah. Forgot that whole fucking scene is on the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to get the vag-tastic voice.
What about Perfect 10? Huh? Perfect 10?
Could be about bowling.
Yeah, but they don't exactly show dick going into vagina, which I'm not a fan of.
Have you ever seen a vagina on its own?
Not for me. That's from the movie. That's just
Yeah.
not our opinions.
Yeah. It's from the movie.
John loves seeing dick going into vagina. Now he's choking on water. You know what, though? I feel bad because I think me and like a lot of other people, most people, overhyped this to your brother, Nick. So when he finally saw it, I don't know if he's actually seen the whole thing, but I know he's seen most of it at least, and he can't enjoy it now because it's all been spoiled for him.
See, that's the worst part for Nick. Like, it's got to suck to hear how great this movie is and then go and be like, well, it wasn't as great as everybody said it was. It's like, I mean, shit, man. You want everybody to give movies 5s no matter what?
Yeah. Well, that was happening to me, though, too, like, in the last couple of years, going to the theater anyway and seeing a movie. As far as, like, seeing a movie that's years out, I can still watch it and it'd be good. Like The Prestige. Just watch that one. That's fucking 13 years old now.
Yeah. It's almost as old as... Or
1 year older.
It's 1 year older, sorry, than Superbad.
Yeah. But you know what? For, like, this movie...
Superbad's 1 year older than Batman Begins. No, Dark Knight.
Same age.
Dark Knight? When
No,
the fuck
Batman
did
Begins came out 2006. But after The Prestige.
When the fuck did Batman Begin?
Batman Begins came out in 2006, but technically after The Prestige came out. And then
08 was Dark Knight.
08 was Dark Knight, and then 2012, we all remember that for reasons.
The year my dad died.
Oh, shit. It's also the year a lot of people died in Aurora,
Yeah,
Colorado.
I know.
Your dad was not there,
No,
but
it was not.
this took a dark turn.
Gun control.
A Dark
Let's
Knight
talk
turn.
about gun control.
Let's not. Let's leave that up to anyone else.
Well, the politicians aren't doing anything, so it's up to this
That's
podcast.
already talking about gun control.
It's up to this podcast to solve the gun crisis in America.
Is it?
Yes.
I'll leave it up to Joe Rogan to solve it. He's got a better podcast for that.
He's got more people listening to his podcast, but that
He just had Bernie on.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
And I saw somebody in a Tesla yesterday, and I'm like, that person's listening to the episode of the Joe Rogan Experience with Bernie Sanders on it. I guarantee it.
Why?
Because it's like...
He's probably
the
listening to the one with...
the Venn diagram of people who own Teslas, listen to Bernie Sanders, or like Bernie Sanders and listen to Joe Rogan is a fucking circle, okay?
Well, I mean, it could be the episode where he fucking talked to Tesla guy. What's his
Oh, yeah,
name?
no, that's true. It could also have been Elon Musk.
Thank you, Elon Musk.
Either way, definitely listening to Joe Rogan.
Elon Musk smoked a joint on that podcast
Yes.
to drop Tesla stock 20%.
Did you know that if you that you can be randomly drug tested working for Tesla, and if you have marijuana in your system, you'll be terminated? And Elon Musk is on Joe Rogan smoking up a joint.
Yeah, because, well, I mean, his board actually put him out of, like, he's not even in charge of Tesla anymore. He's like the face of it, kind of, but like, didn't the board like vote him out of control or
Not
something?
because of that.
I mean, it would happen after that, so you can cite it as one of the reasons.
No, it happened before that.
I'm pretty sure it happened after.
Either way.
I'm willing to bet 10 push-ups, John.
Okay. I'm game.
All right, hold on. Elon Musk loses control of his hype machine.
I don't even care what we were about to look up.
Securities and Exchange charges filed earlier this week. Okay.
Wait, just click on that. Oh, no. People also... Go back.
God damn it.
Is Elon Musk still CEO of Tesla? Click.
For now, CEO
God damn it.
in court, Elon Musk will remain chief executive of his electric car company after appearing in federal court Thursday, April 4th, 2019.
So, yeah. So
That definitely happened after he was on Joe Rogan.
check when he was on... When was Joe Rogan... When was Joe Rogan on
Hold
Elon
on.
Musk?
I'll go to YouTube.
Okay, so we'll say April 4th.
Well, it happened after April 4th. He hadn't even gone to court yet.
11 months ago.
11 months ago. Lawyered, bitch.
Here's
Drop
the
and give
thing.
me 10.
No. He didn't lose control of his company at all. So technically, there's
No, I
nothing
know
there.
he did. That was just a fucking article about when he went to court. Before he had even gone to court. Hold on. God damn it. Fuck you. I want to be right. Okay, hold on. Elon Musk in trouble after JRE. Okay. Agrees to resign as Tesla chairman in settlement with
September
SEC.
29th, 2018. Boom.
Wait. But when did it happen?
Sorry, 2018.
11 months ago.
Which was before...
No, Joe Rogan's podcast came out 11 months ago. We need to find the actual date.
God damn it!
You bastard. All right, hold on. JRE. Elon Musk.
Well, it's because you just searched it.
September 6th, 2018. Go fuck yourself, John.
Okay, no. That was 11 months ago. Now go back to the other article. Go
It
to
says
the article.
September 29th. Remember?
No, I don't remember. Go to the article.
You piece of shit.
Scroll. It's got to be on. Scroll up a little.
Oh, scroll up.
Oh, sorry.
Filed September 29th, 2018.
All right, fine.
10 good ones, too.
Yeah, shut the fuck up.
Keep your shoulders and ass. 1, 2. I hear your elbows snapping. 3. Oh, he went down. 4, 5.
No, you're not gonna be able to do it.
You got 5 more.
Yeah, you'll get to.
No, do it. I already adjusted your mic.
Well, now every time they snap, I'm gonna crack up. Oh, thanks.
Not my fault. You have arthritic elbows. 5, 6, 7, 8. September. 10. There you go.
All right.
Now you're going to be breathing heavy into the microphone. All right. Well, do you have salami?
No.
Your breath smells like salami.
Okay.
Well,
I'm gonna put that in my weight loss app.
salami or the push-ups?
The 10 push-ups. You burned 1 calorie.
Well, I'm really glad we were able to get that settled, John.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Go fuck yourself.
How do we even get on that?
I don't know, man. Yeah, I did 227 fucking reps. I don't know why that's the default on here.
Can you do 227 push-ups? and could you do that in a day?
Give me like a month.
It would take a month for you to do 227 push-ups?
Fucking no, man. I'm not gonna try that hard. 6 calories.
I bet you could do 227 push-ups in a day. I mean, that's just 20 push-ups 10 times, and then
It didn't even
27.
count them.
11 times, and then 7.
Don't exclude that from my total. Why the fuck would I want you to exclude my 10 push-ups from my total?
from your total push-ups?
No, for my total calories burned for the for my calories for the day.
Some people like to have secret exercises.
Oh, weirdos.
They want to do the effort and then log it, but they don't want it to count.
Yeah, I'm not sure why that's an option on there.
I'm not sure why we got on that tangent.
Because we were talking about podcasts. I said something about seeing a guy in a Tesla.
Oh, we were talking about gun control.
Yeah, we got
and
to
I
gun
said
control.
that Joe Rogan's a better podcast.
Yeah, how did we get the gun control, though? Because then we talked about Dark Knight Rises and Aurora.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, Superbad has nothing to do with any of these things.
It's got guns in it.
Yes, it does. And not a great gun, like... what's the word I'm looking for? Not... gun... Safety, thank you.
Actually, it was pretty good because you remembered to unchamber a round that was in the gun. Or at least check to see if there was a round chambered in there. When he pulled the clip out, he pulled it back to make sure there wasn't a bullet in the chamber.
Okay, that's fair.
And then he just handed him an empty gun. However, at the end when they set their police car on fire, he did let him unload a clip on the car. But
can I
looked
shoot
like
at it?
Fun.
I don't know. Can you? Now you're gonna sign this and say that a couple of crackheads stole a car and then we don't know what with it.
Yeah, I owe you guys my life. So, okay, what did you think of Jonah Hill in this movie?
I liked him. I thought this was a pretty good character for him.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Like Kate, for instance, we were watching it a little bit earlier, and she's like, I don't know if I like Jonah Hill in this movie just because he yells and is super aggressive, but I think it fits him really well, because even up to this point, he hadn't really had a character like that at all. I mean, he had been in Grandma's Boy, he had been in 40-Year-Old Virgin, where he buys... Have you seen that?
Nope.
Okay. Well, he'd been in that, where he bought these big-ass high-heel shoes with fish in them. And then he was in Accepted, which was almost to this, but not nearly as aggressive.
seen
He was
Accepted.
way more bitch-ass in that movie, right?
From what I remember. It's been a long time since I've seen Accepted.
Okay. But, so yeah, this movie was, like, very different for him at this point. And then I feel like after this movie came out, he kind of got typecasted a little bit as, like, the
Yeah, I was going to say, this
fat
kind
guy
of...
who yells.
I was going to say, this. He reminds me a lot of later Jonah Hill characters, but this, I think, is the best incarnation of the character. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, for me, the change kind of flipped over at, like, say, fucking Wolf of Wall Street, where it was a similar loud character, but he
not
was
at
different.
all, though.
No, but that's why I'm saying it flipped at Wolf of Wall Street, where now it's like, it's an aggressive, yelly fat guy, but it's different. It's like, it's a different, completely different personality type.
Yeah, but to be fair, Moneyball came out before that.
That's true.
If we're talking about the way he acts being different.
Though one of my favorite Jonah Hill roles is still from War Dogs, which I don't think gets...
I'd say
enough
that
credit.
Character is very similar to the Wolf of Wall Street character.
Yeah, no, it's just, I totally hold that he's Donnie from Wolf of Wall Street if he had fucking Jordan Belfort's money and all of Donnie's fucking, like, zero empathy.
And then, like, 21 Jump Street's kind of like this character, though. Have you seen the Jump Streets?
Nope.
God damn it. You don't even get to talk about Jonah Hill. You know what? I take back my question. What'd you think of Michael Cera, John?
You mean his every character?
I was going to say, this movie you really can say, it's like, oh, this is just Michael Cera. Have you seen that, I'll call it a fan theory, that Michael Cera one day just accidentally walked onto a movie set and it was too awkward, so he didn't want to tell anyone he wasn't an actor, so he's just been going with it ever since.
I mean, I could see that.
Ooh, fun fact. Michael Cera used to be the little brother in the Bernstein Bears TV show.
Interesting.
And then from that, he did fucking Arrested Development and so on and so forth.
Yeah, I didn't watch Arrested Development.
I didn't either, but he's in it.
Yeah, I know.
Plays the kid. What's his fucking name? Something Junior.
I know the last name is Bluth and that, but beyond that... Yeah, I mean, I guess I haven't seen Michael Cera in a whole lot of shit either, but it's basically the same character. I mean, it's very similar to his character in Juno.
Yeah.
Which is apparently where everybody at work knows him from. Is like, oh, the guy from Juno. It's like, Michael Cera?
Well, I mean, you haven't seen him in much, so what would you say he's from?
Scott Pilgrim versus the World.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's a good one. That one he plays a different character in. Scott
Yeah,
Pilgrim.
Scott Pilgrim is a very different character from the typical Michael Cera character, but at the same time, he's
Oddly
also kind
similar.
of yeah, he's still an awkward person. It's weird to see fucking Michael Cera in an action role of any kind.
Yeah, but I wouldn't even call that action. Like, if you watch him throw a punch, it's like just extends his arm. He doesn't like throw his shoulders or anything.
Well, yeah, I know, but it's still an action role for Michael Cera.
He beat up Captain America.
He did.
Well, he convinced him to kill himself, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Suicide by grind thingy.
God, that's a good fucking movie.
I haven't seen that one in a long time. And then Christopher Mintz-Plasse, we talked about fucking Kick-Ass.
And that was the first thing I ever saw him in. And he was like, "Oh, you mean McLovin?" I'm like, "Didn't see Superbad."
My friend Quentin actually used to get called or his nickname used to be McLovin because he looked just like that. He had the same glasses and short black hair, so
Ooh.
his friends at school called him McLovin. He liked it though, so
Oh, there you go.
he had a shirt that said "I am McLovin" on it. So,
Nice.
by the
Okay.
way, that's one of my favorite scenes is when he first brings the ID to Seth and Evan.
Was that or Muhammad?
Why the fuck would it be between that and Muhammad?
Why would you pick a fucking common name? Well, excuse me, Muhammad is the most popular name in the world. You know that if you did some research.
Read a book for once.
Do you know anybody named Muhammad?
Do you know anybody named McLovin? But my favorite part is when Jonah Hill finally blows up and he says, no one's named McLovin. McLovin's never existed because McLovin's a made-up dumb fucking fairy tale name, you fuck! I fucking love that part. That part gets me every time. And that's why it's really depressing to watch this movie on TV.
Yeah, 'cause it's probably not there.
It's not in there, no. Like, that was like one of the things that they just reshot, so he just has him like I think he like pushes him instead. He like says, "You idiot," and he just shoves him. I'm like, what the god? It's not nearly as funny.
No.
It's a horrible way to watch the movie if you've seen the uncut version first.
Oh, yeah, I don't doubt it.
I'm trying to
This
think
movie
of...
gets a lot more intense, though, if you watch the TV edit first.
Oh, yeah, I suppose.
Why are you 25? Everybody puts 21 on their fake ID. How many 21-year-olds do you think are in this town? It's called strategy.
I wonder what town they're supposed to be in, like, the United States. Is it, like, Midwest? Well, you said Dartmouth. Or is there Dartmouth College everywhere?
No, there's not Dartmouth.
Where's Dartmouth? Hold on. It's in New Hampshire, so they're probably in New England.
Possibly New Hampshire.
Yeah. But when you're in New England, everything's fucking each state's only 20 minutes away.
That's true. That is true.
Shout out to you, Noah Poole. He lives in Mass.
Yeah. I don't know. Good movie, though.
I mean, like... So it's hard to, like...
Also, I really liked the bits where when Jonah Hill was going to steal the liquor, he had all, like, the... It's like,
Each
how old are you?
dream.
22? You sure are. That'll be $80.
Hands him an $80 bill with Grant on it. My favorite one is when the cop like picks up the busted bottle and slits his throat with it.
First takes out the old lady.
You fucking killed her. Or just that he throws the bottle and the cop catches it and laughs.
Oh, man.
But what about McLovin playing the whole punching bag between them the whole time?
Oh, yeah.
You look like fucking Pinocchio with that vest on. Take off that vest. You look like Aladdin.
Yeah, that was... I don't know. Honestly, I didn't really care for his interactions with them.
Yeah, I mean, it's more...
Obviously, it's way better when he's with the cops. It's way better.
Well, yeah, and I think that's kind of the point of the movie is, like... And that's the whole point of, like, Seth and Evan being, like... Like, Seth doesn't want Evan to live with Fogel. I keep trying to say McLovin.
I mean, you could say McLovin.
I know, but the context doesn't work when I'm talking about Seth and Evan because they don't know him as McLovin. But so Seth doesn't want Evan to live with Fogel, and Evan doesn't even want to live with Fogel either, spoiler alert, but he is because he's afraid to live with strangers next year in college. Yeah. That's a big part of the movie.
Yeah,
and,
like actually the ending there was like surprisingly poignant. Like I wasn't expecting that sort of an ending where it's like, they're like,
yeah,
I love you, man. It's like I want to shout it from the rooftops.
I'm gonna tell you something about that in a minute, but
right.
But yeah, like I think the whole point of like the Fogel character is like just like he's hanging out with them because he has no one else to hang. He hangs out with Seth and Evan because he has no one else to hang out with, and Seth and Evan aren't popular either, so they kind of get stuck with Fogel. But Fogel, when he's confident, he's just as confident, or he can be just as popular as any of the other fucking popular kids.
Yep. Especially when he has two cop friends who are willing to like quote unquote bust him at a party.
Right. But so let's talk about the ending. So I saw this movie like right around when it came out, not in theaters. So I would have seen it like when it came out on DVD. Okay. I think my parents rented it and I watched it with them. And then like I went to school and then talk about it with other people and like friends at that age. So we're probably like 13 at this point now. We're talking about this movie. And at the end of it, I swear to God, everyone I would talk to about it thought that the end meant that Seth and Evan were gay for each other. No. Just because they say, I love you, man. They're like, oh, it's fucking hilarious how they end up being gay for each other, right? I'm like, they're not gay for each other. They're just friends.
Yeah. Like,
and it made me like think
between two guys.
Yeah, it made me have to like rethink my friendships with my friends. I was like, fuck, I've said I love them before. Am I gay for them? What the fuck does this mean? Like, what was so gay about that scene? They're drunk, one, and it's like, even if you just chalked it up to them being drunk, like, it's a huge fucking stereotype that when you get drunk, you get all like, oh, I fucking love you, man. Yeah. Like, so I don't know why a bunch of fucking 13-year-olds thought that these two guys were
13-year-olds.
I know, but why didn't I think that? I fucking got the movie.
Because he's, and this is why you want to work in the industry, and they don't.
I guess, yeah.
Because you understand nuance.
That always bothered me, though. Because for a while, I thought, like, maybe I didn't get the movie. It's like, I mean, like, the scene where they, like, kind of look at each other at the end, like, as they're going up and down the escalator. But that's more of just, like, they're looking at each other kind of like, one, I can't believe how this turned out. And then also, it's like what they found at the end of the movie was that they appreciate each other as friends, and maybe they weren't like just trying to get girls. Like the girls weren't as important to them anymore, because their friendship was tight now.
Yeah, and even though they're not going to the same college, they're still friends.
Right.
And that is a pitfall because you have to, you have to still try when you go to college out of high school to maintain friendships.
Oh yeah.
Especially when everybody goes to different colleges.
Yes.
Nobody I knew from Hononegah went to NIU.
Really?
Nope.
That seems so weird, though.
Except Haley when she moved up there, but...
I guess, yeah. But it just seems so weird. I mean, NIU, it's fucking... Yep. It's a pretty popular school to go to after fucking Hononegah.
Yeah, nobody I knew. I'm sure there were people who did, but, like... Yeah.
Well,
not anybody, like, from my friend group.
Yeah.
They all usually went to RVC first.
Well, yeah, I was lucky enough that all my fucking friends went to RVC first.
Yep.
But then after that, I mean, I had Laud go to Columbia with me. And then Nick was the only one at ISU. Mm-hmm. Jordan stayed at RVC and then went to UIC. So he was in Chicago, but for him being in Chicago, we probably saw each other like once a month.
Well, I mean, Chicago's pretty fucking big, so...
Yeah, I know, but still. Like,
you go to two colleges across town and not see each other ever.
But, yeah. But, like, I also like the ending because throughout the whole movie, they're, like, kind of downplaying, like, oh, we'll be at different schools. It's not that big a deal. I'm going to cry myself to sleep every night.
But it is a big deal. Like,
right, yeah.
This is your best friend for forever.
And I like how the whole movie, like, just all, like, each, like, step and trial throughout the movie, it eventually breaks them down to the point where they're, like, they actually finally get out what they've been wanting to say to each other. Like, they get pissed off, blow up at each other.
Yep.
And then they fix it by the end, too.
Yep.
it whittles down all the barriers they've set up between themselves.
Or even though they were angry at each other, their friendship was enough for him to carry his unconscious self out of that party.
Right.
Drop him a bunch. But
And then, okay, so I get why everyone at that party would think maybe they're gay. Because it just looks like maybe Jonah Hill got him crazy drunk and he was going to take him in the woods to rape him, maybe.
Yeah. But I think at that point the cops were raiding the party, so everybody was aware of.
Yeah, maybe.
Of course, they were always like one room ahead of the cops, but...
Right. I was always surprised, like, how, like, they're, like, walking through the party. Well, it's Jonah's walking through the party, and, like, he's still walking through a party. Like, no one's, like, running, trying to get away from the cops.
Yeah, until the cops show up in that room.
Right. Another scene I fucking love is when they just, after they have gotten to that party, and it just cuts to Bill Hader with a beer in his hand. Don't trust the police, no justice, no peace.
Yeah. Oh, man. Always respond to a call at a bar, because no matter how it shakes out, you get a beer at the end.
Can we get 13 road beers, please? I like how right before that he said, "Oh, we can't pay for these. We got to get out of here." And he's like, "Actually, let's get 13 road beers."
You guys knew I wasn't 21?
Yeah.
We were like you. We hated cops, but I want to show you that maybe cops can, they can have a good time.
And I think we want to show ourselves. Like, for as cheesy as that scene is, it's like, it still feels good.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel too cheesy. It feels like it's in on the joke of it being, like, a cheesy, like, almost like an after-school special.
Come on, this is McLovin, man. We're not supposed to be blocking his cock. We're supposed to be guiding his cock.
You just cockblocked McLovin. Were you just getting laid? No. Yeah, I guess. Nice.
It's a good movie.
Is it? You like it?
I did like it.
Would you recommend it to people?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Nick,
So
watch it.
So, by the way, doesn't Andrew, Nick's brother, kind of remind you of McLovin?
Andrew, who listens to this podcast.
Yeah, Lavacina. I mean, he's got, like, the same haircut, and he's got the glasses.
I guess a little. It's not... I never made that
he's
connection.
Not McLovin exactly.
No, I know, and I get you're not necessarily saying it that way. I just don't know.
Well, it's fun being wrong twice, isn't it? Give me another 10 push-ups, John.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. I just finished watching it like 2 minutes before you got here.
Yeah, no.
Actually, I watched the last 2 minutes while you were here.
Yeah, I know. I watched the ending too.
But just to recap myself. But now I don't know. I feel like I've watched it, so I had all my enjoyment watching it again.
Yep. I got that. But, I mean, if we don't got much more to say, I mean...
Yeah, I guess we could wrap it up quick.
We can either bullshit or, I mean, how long have we been at it?
47 minutes.
I mean, it can be a short one. There's nothing wrong with that. We had a fucking 2-hour episode a couple weeks ago because this one's getting banked anyway since you forgot to put up the Prestige.
Oh, okay, whatever.
Yeah, I'm calling you out like that.
Well, you know what? It worked out because I'm going to be out of town in 2 weeks. I'm going to be in Alaska. I almost said Africa. What?
I didn't know that was in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I know you said you were going to be in Alaska. I'm like, all right, well, we'll be way ahead, I guess.
August 23rd.
Nice.
Next week.
Oh, shit. I guess we're not even really banking an episode then. We're burning it right now.
I'm leaving like Wednesday or whatever. Or Thursday.
Okay, so we can record. When are you getting back?
September 1st.
Holy fuck. Wait, no, that's not
It's
as
a
far.
week.
That's not as far as I think it was. Never mind.
I'm going to be gone for a month, John. See you. October 1st.
We're banking one episode for a whole month.
Yeah, that'll be all right.
So, September 1st, what day is that? A Wednesday?
It's a Sunday.
It's a Sunday. Okay, so I guess we would.
Or is it Saturday?
Fucking click the calendar thing on your goddamn desktop.
All right, so I leave Friday. I'll be back Sunday.
Okay, so we are missing 1 week where we'll use the banked episode. Got it.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because we'll record another one next week. So.
Yep.
All right, yeah, cool.
All right.
This is great. It's grand.
So what are we doing next week?
I Oh, but I will say this. Jordan, I talked to him earlier. He actually just got a new piece of equipment for his podcast.
Oh, good for him. He's got a Patreon now, too.
Does he?
He does.
Oh, shit. Anyone donating?
When I checked it, like, I don't know, a few hours after they posted it, not then, but that was only a few hours after they posted it, so.
Well, go fund his podcast because he
Yes.
just bought a new piece of equipment to make it
Films.
better.
Yes. What did he buy?
Is audio interface.
So, like, that fucking thing?
Yeah, but his can't record directly into itself. Like, I can put an SD card in this and it'll record. His is, it's just set up so you can plug mics into it and then it'll route into the computer.
Gotcha.
Because he's using Audacity to record into, which I've been meaning to download and try recording with because then I could just record it onto the computer, which would be nice.
Yeah. It would be helpful.
But yeah, he said he was only like an hour into our second Perfect List podcast. He was like, and oh shit, there's an hour and 15 left.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that's our longest one.
Yeah, that's our longest fucking episode. We beat his episode,
What was his longest one?
the Godfather one.
I
His
thought you
episode.
meant like his longest episode on popular films.
Yeah, I don't know what.
I
Jordan,
think he
full
said
disclosure,
one
I
of his
haven't listened to your
episodes was like
podcast
3
yet.
hours.
Shit.
Yeah, 'cause I think it was his like first or second one because he just kind of got to talking and he just.
That's fair.
Well, it helps because they talk about movies and then like a drink to pair it with too. Yeah. So they've got a lot to talk about. We, on the other hand, we find sullen silences often,
Yes, we do. Or we bullshit about things.
or we make push-up bets.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and then somebody has to do push-ups, and it's usually me for the first time. For the first time, we've
It's
done
usually me for the first time.
it. Well, for the first time we did it on the podcast or ever, it was me. So currently, it's usually me. 100% of the time, it's been me.
Have you seen A Knight's Tale
Yes, I have seen A Knight's Tale actually.
recently?
Not recently, but it's fresh enough in my memory because it's a damn good movie.
Yeah. Okay. I was just curious. I just watched it last night, so.
Let's pull up the list. We got a fucking list of movies. Let's see what's on there.
I was just gonna say though, I would call A Knight's Tale another perfect movie. I didn't think to put it on my list, but I would definitely say that's a perfect movie for me. It holds a sweet place in my hat. Okay. We got Nightmare Before Xmas, Rocky, The Godfellas.
Wait, you haven't seen Goodfellas?
No, not all of it. I've seen parts of it.
That's a long fucking movie though.
Scarface.
Can we take the Barney movie off there?
No, let's leave it on.
I think I ask just about every time I see it, but
Raging Bull. I want to get rid of Barton.
okay, if you're getting rid of Barton Fink, get rid of the fucking Barney movie.
No, I don't think so. Shape of Water.
We can take that off. That's totally fine. I saw it once. I don't really need to see it again.
I wasn't really interested in seeing it. Chef, Almost Heroes, Chris Farley's last movie. The Room. Wait, Room or The Room?
The Room, the Tommy Wiseau movie. Because we also have Plan 9 from Outer Space down there. Oh, wait, we haven't watched Lost Boys? You haven't seen Lost Boys?
No, I have seen The Lost Boys.
Why is it on the list then? Cause
I don't know.
Because I have kind of been jonesing to watch Lost Boys.
I've seen it.
Oh, we can take Friday the 13th off there. We've seen that.
Oh, dope.
We didn't have the drink, though, that we're supposed to have with it.
Yeah, what the fuck, Kate?
Nick really wants us to do The Exorcist, but I think we should save that one for later. No, don't take Lost Boys off there.
Yeah, I'm taking it off. We've both seen it. I don't want to watch it for the podcast.
We need to have, I think every now and again we should have an episode where it's a movie we've both seen. We don't have to do Lost Boys right now.
Right, I know, but we just did the fucking
The perfect
perfect list
movie.
double
Yeah.
feature, so
Yeah.
that was
And
all movies.
To be
we had
fair,
both seen.
what's really good about those episodes, is I don't know about you, but I had not recently watched any of the movies that I was talking about, and yet I still remembered them very well. That's how fucking good those movies are.
Yeah, I think that's the same with me. I mean, what movies was it? It was Toy Story, Incredibles.
Just a sec.
You have it on your phone?
Yeah, I posted to the Instagram. I can use that as reference.
Oh, did you?
Yes, I did. Do you not look at the Instagram posts?
I do when they pop up in my feed.
All right, we did Toy Story, Incredibles, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, Spider-Man 2, Tommy Boy, which I had seen enough times in my entire life that I could probably recite it by heart.
Oh, easily.
Princess Bride, Christmas Story, Forrest Gump, Whiplash, Demolition Man. That one I had actually seen like a month or so earlier.
I still would call that recently.
No. Fury Road, Terminator 2, and Fellowship of the Rings. I had not...
Fellowship of the Rings.
Sorry, I just glanced at it. Fucking S in the ring. Sorry. Lord of the Rings, The Fellowship of the Ring. Go fuck yourself.
How many rings do they have, John?
Pull up the script for roleplay. We've got it on
20.
there.
Wait. 9, 7, 3, and then 1 ring to rule them all. Yeah, that's 20.
Nice. Neat.
Yeah, I hadn't seen any of those movies recently either.
Yeah.
Maybe the most recent one would have been like Fellowship, but it still would have been like a month or two.
Yes, he would have been the most recent one. Definitely would have been Demolition Man for me. But yeah, so that's how goddamn good those movies were.
You know, it'd be a fun episode too.
What?
Maybe if we just like put on one of those. No, maybe not one of those movies, but we put on a movie we both seen and both love, and then like we record it while we commentate on it.
Yeah, I would be game for that. I've thought about doing that.
And then we could just like capture the audio from the movie.
I was gonna say,
well, then we'd have to strike it.
Yes, that's the thing.
We could say everyone watch the movie while we do this.
Yeah.
Do our own director commentary.
Yeah, we could do like, we can't do like a clapboard moment. But one thing I want to do, if we ever either get A, popular enough, or B, we've got time, just in general, is to do like a live stream where we do all 3 Lord of the Rings back to back. Like me, you, and...
Fuck.
It's a 12-hour day. Me and Nick have done it a couple times. Like me, you, Molly, Kate, Nick, maybe Mariah, if she'd be interested. That's why I say maybe Mariah, because I don't necessarily think she'd be interested in it. Mm-hmm. Get some people over. We have this big watch party. Watch them all back to back. And we like live stream. We do commentary through the whole thing. Have fucking snacks and alcohol and food.
Me and Kate have been wanting to do a Lord of the Rings party because like I wanted to make salted pork.
Mm-hmm.
Salted pork. Because you actually like do an encrusted salt pork thing. I've been wanting to make that for it. Kate's wanted to make like fucking Hobbit food. Like she has this like recipe for tea cakes and shit.
So you guys would actually go all out. When me and Nick have done it, we've bought shit from Schnucks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Chucked it in the oven.
I mean, I'm totally happy doing that too. Like pizza rolls and taquitos and all sorts of bad good
here's
stuff.
the thing: if we decide we want to do like, do a whole watch party and like, because we don't even. I mean, we don't also need to live stream it. I don't know how long you can record for, but we could do like
audio wise. I can fucking record as long as I have space.
Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. How many hours worth of space do you have?
Well, I could change out SD cards.
Yeah, we could do like. I mean, we. Yeah, because I would like to do like running commentary, but that's 12 fucking hours.
I've got 47 hours of recording time.
I mean, again, it's 12 hours. Like that would be a long fucking podcast.
Yeah, you'd have to break it up.
Yeah, break it into a bunch of episodes, but maybe like 2-hour chunks.
But I mean, if you're breaking up in a 2-hour chunk, you might as well just break it up based on the movie. I guess you could break it up based on when we have to change out the disc because we're watching extended edition.
Yeah.
There's 2 discs per movie.
On fucking Blu-ray.
Yeah.
What is this? The Titanic on VHS?
Dude, okay, so right now
a movie I've never seen.
You haven't seen Titanic?
I've seen enough of it. Okay. I don't really give a shit.
Anyway, I'm transferring all these VHS and fucking 8mm tapes to digital for Kate's parents, and I have to put them on DVD because they don't like Blu-ray. A DVD only holds 4.7 gigs. Okay. And this fucking software records these videos at such high resolution, or not high resolution, fucking high file size, yes. So, and then I can't fucking just what's it called?
Compress.
Thank you. Compress it, because when I fucking put it into Adobe, all of a sudden it jumbles up the fucking video, so I get okay, so it takes all I think they're all recorded at like 30 frames per second on this camcorder. All right? 30 frames per second.
And if they don't, we'll just use it for
It takes every other frame, flips it from end to beginning, and it interchanges them like that.
Wait, what?
It's fucking psychotic once you put it into Adobe.
So let me just, so it's frames like 8, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, does the even number ones?
It would go like 1, 6, 2, 5, 3, 4.
What the fuck?
It's that stupid. It's something like that. And then there's also like this green screen that cuts in and out. By the way, no CGI in these fucking tapes. I don't know what it is that does that.
No shit, there's no CGI. It's a fucking like handheld camcorder for home videos.
Yes, it's a Samsung 8mm recorder. It's not digital. It's fucking records onto tape.
Wow. You needed better software for that.
I don't know if it's the codec that it's transferring at, because it's making it into an MPEG 2. Makes me sad.
Okay. I'm a, show, what a shit film student I was. I don't know any of the technical jargon. Like, I don't know the file types or any of that shit, or what codecs do what. I know you use the H.264 one, and that's just the one I always use. Don't ask me why.
Because it's it compresses very well without losing any, like, quality, typically. Or without losing most quality.
See, I don't even know what a codec is or any of that shit.
Codec is H.264. It's the way it compresses it.
Yeah.
It's the container?
Again.
It's hard to remember all the shit. Like, I know what it does. It's like using a word in a sentence where you know what it means, but you don't know what it means. You know?
No, I know what you
mean. You know when to use the word, but you don't necessarily know the etymology of it.
Because there was a word. When we were talking about Forrest Gump, and I said that it was saccharin, and you're like, "What does that mean?" And I'm like, "Well, I know what it means, but it took me a little bit to come to a definition of it." Yeah, that sort of a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah. So that's kind of what, like, I know what it is, but I don't know how it works. Like, you know how a fridge works, but you couldn't make one.
Yeah, there you go. All right, back to the movies. What movies are we?
Shit.
I mean, you haven't seen Snowpiercer, apparently.
No. But
Snowpiercer.
It'll be off Netflix next week, though.
Well, it'll be off. Netflix.
Yeah, we just said it on the podcast.
Yeah, it'll be off when you decide to get around to watch it.
Exactly. As of right now, August 12th, happy birthday, Race. It is on. Snowpiercer is on Netflix. Tomorrow, August 13th, it will be gone.
I doubt it. It's been on there so fucking long.
That's the fucking problem, John. You rely on these movies to be there when you need them. And then when you go to them, they're gone.
Well, unfortunately, I don't have Netflix on my phone anymore, so I can't fucking check.
Why not?
Because
I know Snowpiercer's there. It was on last night.
Okay. No, the reason I don't have it on my phone, which is what I was about to tell you about, and then you cut me off.
Sorry.
So, for a while now, I'd been paying for Hulu.
Uh-huh.
And I'd given that login info to Haley, and because I'd been using Haley's Netflix. So I just had been using that. And then I just never used either of them for fucking a year. So I'm finally like, I'm going to stop paying for Hulu because I don't use it. Mm-hmm. So I stopped paying, or I canceled the subscription, told Haley, it's like, hey, it's cutting off on this date because I'm not using it, so I'm done paying for it. And then I went to clear out fucking Netflix on mine, and apparently she hadn't updated her credit card information on that. So I'm like, oh, perfect. I was signing out on my phone anyways, so I don't have either of them, and I haven't gotten the new info from Molly for her Hulu or Netflix. So.
Oh, nice.
Because I just mooch off of people. It's what I do.
Nice. Well, I mean, fuck. Hulu now, they give it to you if you have Spotify Premium.
Nice.
So
and I know when Disney Plus comes out, they're doing a $7 add-on for Hulu. And
fuck you, Disney.
Yeah, I agree, but also we're gonna get it. And by we, I mean me and Molly, not necessarily you and me.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say. John, do you want to go in on it together?
I'll give you about $3.50.
Well, I mean, if it's $7.99, you actually owe me $4.
It's $7. I didn't say $7.99. I said $7.
Oh, is it just $7?
From what I saw.
That's stupid. Disney don't even know how to make money. If you're gonna charge me, do it right.
I think they know how to make money.
Yeah, they probably do.
They have like 4 theme parks that are basically entire towns unto themselves, except they don't house the employees there, and employees go and live in fucking motels nearby.
That'd be cool if they did have apartments built into the towns. Wouldn't that be kind of cool just to watch Cinderella come out of her brownstone? That's like on the Disney Walk of whatever.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, Be interesting.
She walks out with a Starbucks in her hand, or her own thermos of coffee.
Yep. Fucking. Yeah, just one more way for Disney to exploit their work. It's like, well, we'll just take this out your paycheck and call it rent. If you want, we can do an episode and have Molly on here telling just horror stories of working for Disney.
Then there'll be a sniper at your guys' door later, so...
We're not that popular.
The mouse knows when people are talking shit about him, okay? Exactly.
I'm gonna get you.
You just hear it, like, it's very late. It's quiet. Too quiet. You're in bed. And you just hear outside of your window a little tapping. You look over at the window. You see a silhouette with two big round ears. And then you just hear, oh! The window breaks and a bullet goes into your head.
Snitches get stitches. Oh, man.
You ever play Kingdom Hearts, John?
Nope.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Actually, that's a lie. I played a little bit of... Maybe it was the first... I don't know. Molly has one for the PS3, I think it was, but it was like a collection of 2 of the games.
Yeah, so it'd be like 1.5 probably.
I think so.
It'd have one chain of memories and then cinematics from a DS game.
I think that was exactly the one. Okay. So I started playing one. I picked like my class and everything. You're dealing with like everybody on the stained glass windows shit.
Yeah.
And
that's
then you're
very like... Okay, so like the first hour of the game, fucking slogs.
Yeah, because then I was on a beach and I'm like, you know what? I'm like, I don't give a fuck anymore. And I stopped playing.
Yeah, you know, the game is good if you just get through that section.
Yeah,
you just have to get through the beginning.
You know
what? It's a great game if you're 11 years old. That's when I started playing it.
Aren't you a big fan of them?
Okay.
Oh!
I'm still a big fan of Kingdom Hearts, but it's mostly nostalgia based at this point. Because Kingdom Hearts 3 was a fucking disappointment, heartbreaker for me. It was a real bummer, and I bothered pre-ordering it an hour before it came out.
Nice. Speaking of, I still have to get Nick some PSN cards so we can pre-order Borderlands 3.
Why do you have to get him a PS? Oh, for his birthday?
It's his birthday gift. I'm getting him.
Surprise, Nick.
He knew.
Does he?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like, hey, when we saw the release date, I'm like, you want me to just pre-order that for you? He's like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool.
Okay, do you do like what Nick does? He says he buys a PSN card to make any kind of purchase on the PlayStation Store.
That's what he does. No, I don't.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? Fuck it.
I was gonna say,
I'm gonna roll those. If they don't get it from there, they'll get it from somewhere else. All right.
I already lost my fucking social security number with that fucking Enron or Encom, whatever it fucking was, the big scandal where everyone lost their social security number. Mm-hmm. You remember that thing?
Vaguely.
Okay.
Which one?
It happened like 2 years ago, the big one, where like 1 billion people fucking got their
Equifax.
Equifax, thank you. Yeah. That one. That already happened. I just found out Capital One fucking gave my information away like fucking... It was hot.
This shit happens all the time.
It's like, PlayStation Network gets hacked all the time. I don't give a shit. Just take my information.
You know,
it's like too late for me. I have no anonymity anymore.
Exactly. It's like, you know, I know, like, it's kind of my philosophy with gambling. It's like, people are like, why do you do that? You're just going to lose. Like, I fucking know. So just let me do it anyways, all right?
It's like, at this point, I let society break down because then I won't have to worry about it anymore.
Yeah, you know,
and then
it's like
debt. I'll be as rich as the weakest guy on the block, okay?
Yeah. Exactly. But, Nick, so I'm going to get Nick fucking $75 worth of PSN cards so that he can fucking purchase a
Jesus Christ.
Well, they only come in $25 increments, and there's no, like, variable one.
Still. So what, is he going to give you the change? Or just?
No.
You're giving him a $75 gift?
I guess.
God, I wish I had a brother. What the fuck?
Okay. Well, he actually paid me back for some of it, but... I mean, because I told him...
tell me what a dick he is.
No, because... Well, so, again, for his graduation, I told him I'd get him a tattoo. I asked him if that's something he'd want, and he said yes. So I'm like, I will pay for up to $100 for a tattoo for you.
Nice.
And then, 2 years later, he still didn't know what the fuck he wanted, and I finally had a job where I could pay for a fucking tattoo up to $100. So I'm like, Nick, figure out what you want for a tattoo. And he didn't. I'm like, and eventually God of War was coming out. I'm like, do you want me to just get you God of War for your graduation instead? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. He's like, but get me the collector one because you were going to pay for more than $60 for the tattoo. I'm like,
what a dick.
I'm like, okay, we'll see how much it is. It was $140. He paid me back the $40 difference.
Well, whatever works.
But I'm like,
Nick, I'm kidding. You're not a dick. John might think you're a dick. But
you are sometimes, but you know that. So. I am too. So
we all are. Yeah. We are dick. That sounds a little...
There's 3 types of people in this world: dicks, pussies, and assholes.
I don't know why that just reminded me. I just watched the Amazing Jonathan stand-up recently, by the way.
Do you know he didn't die?
Yeah, no, he didn't die. He's starting to come back, actually.
Yeah, because I was at the gym, and I saw there was a somebody was doing a documentary about it. I looked up...
Steve Byrne, the comedian.
Yeah, I looked up, and I'm like, fucking Amazing Jonathan? Mm-hmm. I'm like, wow, good for him.
He had congenital heart failure, so his heart is only working... It's either 60% or 40%. It's either not 60% dead or 40% dead, his heart is. But he's starting to do stem cell research, I think. Nice. I think it's keeping him alive.
Cool. I mean, hey, as long as there's quality of life.
Yeah, he can only stand up for 3 hours a day. And then his heart's like, I can't pump any more blood to these extremities.
I stole one of his tricks from one of his routines. And I had somebody ask me how he did it, or how I did it. It's the one where he shuffles a card. It's pick a card type of deal. You pick a card, they show the audience, and you shuffle it back in, and then he taps the top of the deck. He's like, now not only have I brought your card to the top of the deck, I've turned it into, and then it's just whatever the fuck the top card is. Right. Somebody asked me how I did that.
What a dipshit.
I'm like, I just looked at the top card.
I've turned it into the 8 of clubs.
And then I did it one time, and it was the person's card.
Oh, fuck, really?
Yeah, I fucked up a joke trick. First off, I called it the wrong...
That person should have asked you how they did it.
First off, I called it the wrong suit. I think it was the 8 of spades or whatever. I said 8 of clubs. They're like, no, that's spades. I'm like, yeah, 8 of spades. They're like, that's my card. I'm like, what the fuck?
God damn it.
I screwed up real hard on that trick.
My dad showed me a couple card tricks. Let
me tell you, that joke's a lot less funny when you get it right.
I think some of my favorite part of that is where he's like, come on, stand over here. And he's looking up at the rafters while he's trying to get someone to stand right next to him.
Fucking where did you watch it?
Prime.
Nice. Well, I'll have to check that out because I fucking love The Amazing Jonathan.
Yeah, you can just get the Comedy Central channel, a fucking 2-week free trial or a week free trial or whatever, and then you can watch a shit ton of specials.
Nice.
But yeah, it was good. It was the one that came out in 2006 or something.
Yeah.
He's been doing comedy though since the 80s.
Yeah, he was in Vegas for a long fucking time.
Yeah.
He stopped because he got sick.
Right.
So, but sorry, you were saying about your dad?
Oh, just that he had showed me a couple card tricks, but I can't fucking remember how to do them now. There's ones where you have...
This is a discussion we should have had fucking last week when we did the Prestige.
Well, fucking next week we'll talk about Superbad, so...
Yeah. Yeah, this week when the Prestige comes out.
Yeah, see, that's why we're doing it, John.
Yeah, but next week is when people hear about it.
I'm already mindfucked. The timeline of our podcast is more confusing than the timeline of the Prestige.
So card tricks. Sorry, I keep interrupting.
Well, there's nothing really to interrupt. Just my dad showed them to me. I can't fucking do them anymore.
Yeah.
I could barely do them when he showed them to me.
Yeah, me and Nick used to do a lot of magic.
Really?
Yep.
Dad what?
Do
it for me right here, right now.
I don't have anything to do magic with right here, right now. A and B, the only one I can do off the top of my head, I just told you about. No, I mean, we used to actually. It was fun. But our dad yelled at us a lot as we were doing it to do it right and do it, all that fun shit.
He Joe Jacksoned you into magic?
No, not that bad, but but yeah, no. Sometimes I wish I'd stuck with it. But we were watching home videos a couple weeks ago, and one of our magic shows were on there. It was really interesting. I remember how to do the tricks, but I probably couldn't do them right this moment, but there was somewhere I'm like, oh, I remember how he did that, and I know how he did that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What were some of the ones you did?
There was one where we had this big cardboard die that you make it disappear, and put it into a hat. And he's like, nah, I'm not going to put it in the hat to make it disappear. I'm going to put it into this box. And then he puts it in the box, and he turns the box around, and it's gone. He reopens the box, and it's gone.
So, like, he opens up the cardboard die, and then he shows you the inside of the box, and you see the inside of the cardboard die. Is that how it works? Oh,
close, but no.
What, does it just collapse into the box?
No.
Oh.
It was a shell. There was a shell on the outside of the die. So the box had two holes, one on top and one on one of the sides.
Uh-huh.
And and you could see through them. Like, you could see through it. He put the die in the hat, and then he just picked up the shell, put it so that when he closes up the box and turns it around, you see through, you see. So there's the die, and then there's like 4 sides of a die, basically.
Oh, I see. So
And
he
you
took
stick
off the
it in
2
there.
caps of the die.
Basically.
Okay.
Yep. And that's why you put it in the hat first, then you take the shell off and you leave the die in the hat.
Okay.
Magic spoilers.
What's another one? You're really Morgan Freemaning this. Oh, you haven't seen. No,
Nope.
You see me. Okay. Well,
I mean, that shit was like magic. That's like Magic 101. Like, I mean, nothing done on stage in a magic trick is ever done for no reason.
right. Yeah.
Everything has a reason for doing it.
That's one thing you really notice with the Amazing Jonathan too.
Yeah.
Is like it's all setting up for something.
A joke, even if it's like way later in the fucking set.
Like the orange with the dollar bill.
Oh, God, I can't remember that one.
So like he takes the dude's dollar bill and he like tears it, and he like by the end of the fucking show he like takes the orange, and the dollar bill is inside of this orange rolled up in the middle of it.
And it has, oh, that's right, he marked it too. So he's like, so this is your dollar bill.
Right. And then he gets it to come back together too. Oh, that was with the tape.
Yeah.
It's like, hold this up, asshole.
You can hear him like, he's like,
And then it's just a big ball at the end of a long string of tape. I can't remember if he like magically makes it appear. He just gives him that fucking chunk
he
of...
does. I think that he does get like a fixed dollar bill. My actually that one that I said that I stole. My favorite follow up though is when he gets like a giant deck of cards and like he like throws them on stage. He's like, pick up a card, any card, and I guarantee it'll be yours. And he like flipped it over. He's like, you would have freaked out if that had been your card.
Wouldn't that have been cool? It would have been cool, right?
It was like, and that was like the follow up to him doing that. Also, actually, from that one too, because like he has him pick another card, and that's when he pulls out the big deck of cards. He's like, all right, I'll put it back in this. He's like checking them. He's like, was yours the tiny card? He's like,
oh, I should have grabbed that one.
Knew it. God damn, magic's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Amazing Jonathan makes it that much more fun.
It's so fucking fun. Did you ever watch those old like YouTube videos where like the 2 guys on like Chris Angel Mind Freak, and like they keep like he keeps doing things and like they're doing it, and then eventually he's like now watch this videotape from like your 3rd birthday party or whatever, and Chris Angel's in the background of it somehow.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Like, how are you doing this, Chris Angel? Leave us alone.
Yeah, doesn't he like make a car fall on one of them or something fucking crazy?
I don't
He
remember.
like kills one of them.
Maybe, I don't really remember.
Here, hold on. There's a good one.
Have you seen the one where it's Gandalf like magic? Like it's the same thing, but it's
Alright guys, check it out. What I'm about to do is apply mind manipulation. What's your name? I'm Nathan. I want you to relax and stare into my eyes. Think about what I'm thinking about. Share my thoughts. 2 minds equaling 1 fiery mind. Focus, Nathan. Look down, Nathan.
Oh shit! You just busted a nut. Oh! Yo, look.
Nathan. Look again.
Where'd it go?
For anyone curious, that guy just made his cum appear in that guy's mouth.
Yeah.
And they love the trick. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a comedian named Brett Weinbach.
That was a good one.
Oh shit, he busted a nut. Look down, Nathan. All right, yep. But magic, that concludes that. What are we doing next week, John?
Snowpiercer.
Are we doing Snowpiercer?
I don't know. We didn't come to a decision.
I would like to do 2001: A Space Odyssey at some point. Yeah, I know, but I want to see it because I haven't. This is one of those movies, like the classics that everyone says you have to see that are old. But I'm actually interested in seeing it. Like, it's not like Citizen Kane, where I have no fucking interest in watching that movie.
Yeah, no. At some point, I'm not feeling 2001 next week.
All right. We still have A Man from U.N.C.L.E. to do.
Yeah, I know.
And you have that one.
I do have that one, but we could do one that you haven't seen.
Yeah. Snowpiercer?
I wouldn't mind doing Snowpiercer. It's fucking great.
Okay.
Not the new show that's coming out, by the way, because there's apparently doing a Snowpiercer show. The movie with
Is it
Chris
going to be
Evans.
out by time we do this podcast?
I don't know. I don't know when it was coming out.
I've never even heard of that, so.
Yeah, I saw it on some fucking, like, first look shit at the movie theaters a while ago, so.
Huh?
Or Newbie.
Fucking Maria Menounos.
Eh, you know what?
Her and her
It's steady
stupid
work.
jean jacket, ruffled sleeves.
Well, I mean, you can't keep using the same footage forever, so they have to keep updating. She's not always in the jean jacket.
Soon she'll be old.
Okay. But,
yeah, all right.
yeah, so let's do Snowpiercer. It's,
Oh, Glengarry Glen Ross. I really want to do that one at some point soon.
yeah, no,
I keep hearing that movie's the shit.
Yeah, no, I'm totally down for that, but I think next week's Snowpiercer.
That's fine, that's
Since
fine.
We've already...
Have you seen Glengarry Glen Ross?
I have not.
Okay, so let's plan on that one afterwards. How's that sound?
Okay, yeah, week after. So next week when you're here to record, when Superbad comes out,
Yes.
we'll do Snowpiercer, and then...
We're recording next
Snowpiercer-
on the 19th, and then we'll have to record again on the 2nd.
Yes. So Snowpiercer will come out during the week off.
I'll have to give that one to you so you can upload it then. Because I'm going to be out of town.
Oh, you can't do like a timed...
Not on
upload?
Anchor. I can do it on YouTube, but I can't do it on Anchor.
That's fucking stupid.
Giant rusty Anchor.
Okay.
It'll be easy for you to do though. I mean,
Yeah,
I'll have it edited and I'll just give you the file.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So Snowpiercer next week, late to the show. John Jake at Jake_Lavoie at Rosendoom1 at Rosendoom2.
Not at... It's at Rosendoom 2 and just Rosendoom 1 because you don't at on... or at least the username it doesn't have at. You at people on Instagram, but it's not.
Don't at me, John.
All right. And then at LTTS Podcast on Twitter, Late to the Podcast on Instagram. We're working on casting and finding crew for our short.
We currently have 3 or 4 actors that we're working with for casting right now.
Oh, yeah. Okay, 3 or 4. And then still working on crew. Hoping, fingers crossed, maybe to film next month.
Possibly. But yeah, all right. Peace out, guys. Don't forget tune in next week for Snowpiercer. Don't be late.
Boy.